Welcome back to The Boys in the Iceberg, the podcast, where we watch Avatar The Last Airbender. As always, I'm Caleb Bader.
And I'm Harley Davis.
And guys, welcome back to this inaugural episode of Avatar The Last Airbender.
So you said welcome back to this inaugural. That was pretty good.
It's gotta be good.
Welcome back to The Boys in
inaugural episode of The Boys in the Iceberg. We're going to be talking about a little show.
Welcome to this first inaugural episode of The Boys in the Iceberg, where we're going to be talking about a little show called Avatar The Last Airbender.
My name's Caleb Bader.
My name's Caleb.
I didn't know where it was going. You're like, where did I go?
I wonder what that sounded like.
Terrible.
Welcome to this first inaugural episode of The Boys in the Iceberg, the podcast where we watch Avatar The Last Airbender and not anything after that. As always, I'm Caleb Bader.
And I'm Harley Davis. I'm not going to do that whole thing again. I'm really not.
I told you we couldn't stop, so what are we doing?
We're going to talk about our podcast.
We had a plan, Harley.
You ruined it.
Yeah, but I was just adding a little flavor. You halted it.
I didn't like the flavor.
Okay, so guys, what our plan was is we were going to fake you all out by thinking we started back over and we were doing episode 1 of Avatar The Last Airbender again, but we're not. We're moving on to greener and greater pastures.
We're back for a whole new format, ladies and gentlemen. And with that new format comes a new co-host.
And new responsibility.
Thank you. All right, go ahead and introduce yourself, Elijah.
Hey guys.
Okay, so go ahead and introduce yourself, Elijah Hollis.
That's my favorite thing to do.
That's me. I'm Elijah. I'm here. I'm back, and I'm staying for as long as they'll have me. And you'll have me.
And we will.
We will have
Unless
you.
Van Hitch emails in and says, get him off. Then I'm gone.
And even that, we're going to take it under consideration. But yeah, we need fresh, new blood on this podcast because we got something in mind. We thought about just starting back over and doing Avatar again, but we thought we don't really need to do that. We already covered it once, even though some of those episodes were of subpar quality. And by some, I mean a vast majority of them.
Definitely the first episode.
Oh yes, it's a
Horrible.
but we did want to stay in the world of Avatar. And what better way to do that than by starting our own adventure?
It's sort of like a D&D type thing, but we can't say D&D. Can we say D&D?
We can say D&D.
We can say D&D.
It's not copyrighted.
Do they like being called D&D?
Do who?
They prefer Wizards of the Coast.
Wizards of the Coast. All right.
Okay, so Wizards of the Coast
We're
is
the witches of the bog.
Hold on. I
thought witches were women.
Hold on. I feel
Can
like
sexist things be?
Okay, you got to
Please
stop.
Is it
don't
about
assume
sexism?
What I am.
Okay, so then aren't you a wizard? Or is Warlock like a level above wizard?
Hey,
You know what? Forget all this.
I'm a
Caleb,
level
go ahead and
3
take it away.
mage.
hey, I got to correct you. Wizards of the Coast is a holding company that owns Dungeons and Dragons. It's not the same thing. And you guys need to stop spreading misinformation or you're both off the podcast, okay? So with that in mind, let's reset, get back to basics, and just tell the people what we're going to do.
I still get paid though, right?
I mean, yeah, of course.
You getting paid?
All right. Huh?
Okay, so we are going to start our own role-playing adventure based on the world of Avatar, The Last Airbender, and certain other properties owned by Nickelodeon that continue in the footsteps of the first show.
That's basically it. Yeah, we're not doing anything crazy. We'll just be setting up like a role-playing thing, and it'll be set, you said prior to...
It is about 3 years before the events of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Before he breaks himself out of the iceberg with the help of Katara and Sokka.
Of course.
So we don't even know those characters yet. We are in the realm of Azulon.
Yes, he is presiding over the Fire Nation.
Aslan.
Is Azulon the father of Azula?
Of Ozai. He's the grandfather of Azula.
Okay. Who's Azula's father?
That would be Aslan the lion.
Azula's father is Ozai.
Okay, so then if we're doing 5 years before, it would be Ozai.
No, because Azulon's still in control.
Is he? I thought Ozai was in control.
Well, because Zuko was pretty. It was only a few years before.
Okay, yeah.
So this is like right around the time.
Azulon. All right, moving forward.
Let me. I'm going to go ahead and read something just to set us into the world we're in, and then we will actually go ahead and get into the characters that we'll be playing. It is the height of Azulon's reign. The great Earth stronghold of Ba Sing Se sits engulfed by fire, as General Iroh wages the longest siege of the century. It has been 95 years since the brutal slaughter of the peaceful air nomads, and there is no end to the carnage in sight. Whether it rests in an airbender in hiding or the cycle has been broken, the spirit of the Avatar has abandoned the world in its people's greatest time of need. The powerful kingdom of Earth is ablaze, and there are whisperings in the wind that the Fire Lord rests his sights on a new power, the likes of which have never been achieved.
Could not been written better
That was the end of that?
by me.
Yeah.
It felt much longer the first time you read that.
Yeah, because you were fighting against it.
What was that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you were.
What did I do?
You threw.
It doesn't
fists.
matter.
You threw your fist at me,
It doesn't. We don't need to talk about
much
that.
like the Dai Li. I felt that was appropriate for that time. It was not. We're going to move on. We got some characters. So I will be playing the role of the game master, sort of guiding everything along, keeping the players in line. When Harley decides to step out of line and do something that's completely outside the realm of the possible, I will be back there to smack him back into submission.
Right. And I will be playing the role of the game manager.
No.
I'll be managing what Caleb
Nope,
does
absolutely
throughout
not.
the game.
Nope, you're a character. You're playing the game. There are no limits to my power, and I shall be just, but I will execute with the utmost. I'm searching for a word, and I don't have it.
Scrutiny?
No,
Who knows?
Force,
terror.
justice.
I was going to
think that's
ask.
the word.
I was going to ask, is that why you have a wand? But kind of ruined that bit because you didn't know what kind of word to go with.
Yeah, no, there's no wand. It's more like a great axe of fear.
So just a great axe. A magical great axe, though.
No, it's not.
Have you
magical.
not spellbound this axe?
No, it's not spellbound.
Yeah. What level are you? What kind
It's
of
a
level
giant great axe. You're going to be
Game
scared
master
by it.
are you?
No, I'm just going to chop off the heads of my insubordinates.
But think if I was strong enough to take just a slice and it'd chop me, but you
No,
wouldn't
you're
like,
not.
catch me on fire.
No, you're not. It's going to take your head clean
What if
off.
you ran into another game master who was equally as strong as you?
I mean, there aren't.
I don't believe that.
I mean, show me one.
I cannot.
Exactly.
I can't even show you because we're on a podcast.
Okay, so let's get into the characters. Harley, if you'd like to take it away, tell us a little bit about your character.
I would love to take it away. Elijah, go ahead and describe your character.
All right. Here we go.
As the game master, I'm going to have to say, Harley, please describe your character.
How about I describe Elijah's character?
Okay, give me a roll.
Let's start this off.
That's the D20. You can't move your microphone like that. It's just something you're not going to be able to do.
Didn't even look at the number.
Just roll it on the...
It's a 10.
At 10, I guess it could go either way. Elijah, why don't you give me a roll? Give me an initiative check.
Okay, here we go. 4.
Okay, Harley, you are going to go second describing your character. Elijah, please proceed.
Okay, here we go.
That's how you win them.
Okay. I am Yanni She. Yanni being my preferred
Pronoun.
name. Yeah, my preferred pronoun is Yanni. I am an earthbender, level 1, because just starting out here. Obviously, I'm a human. But to give you a little bit of a backstory, I was raised deep in the caves and the mountains of a mountain.
In the Earth Kingdom.
In the Earth Kingdom. Far from any sunlight. I grew up much like Toph with the...
Badger moles.
The badger moles.
You're not blind, are you?
No. No, it
Absolutely not.
That'd be really cool.
Don't interrupt me. Sorry. Anyway, so I was actually raised by panthers deep in the caves.
You know where panthers live.
Yeah. They taught me everything about...
Is that right off the hype of Black Panther? Is that what that is?
No.
I feel like we don't actually have panthers. They should be some hybrid.
Yeah,
Like something that lives in a cave.
Pantherius jaguarus.
Nope, those are
Close.
just two animals that don't live in caves that you put together. And you somehow use their Latin name. I think we got to go Do tortoises live in caves?
I can't stress.
There's a certain kind of snake that spits things. We're
I
keeping
can't-
interrupting a lot.
I cannot stress enough how much I could not see in this cave.
You thought you were raised by panthers, but you're not entirely sure.
It was just creepy men in panther outfits.
It's pitch black.
This is what I felt, what I heard.
Okay, so describe seeing sunlight for the first time.
Right. So, upon crawling around in the dark looking for the answers, as Hoobastank put it, I found the edge of the cave.
Couldn't make it through. You were so proud of yourself with that sick Hoobastank reference.
I just wanted you to say bright and just cut to the next thing.
Yeah. Okay. So I am at the ripe age of 22 years old before I found the sunlight.
Nice.
Practicing in the dark day after day, honing my craft, I think, because I couldn't see. But upon seeing the light, I was happy. That's it.
So I have a little bit of a question because I know that your character's a sharpshooter of some kind.
Yeah, I forgot to mention
How did
that.
he develop those skills?
Not
in the
video.
dark? Maybe he has to kind of like top rely on the feel
He's a
of the
very
earth.
bad sniper. That's what he is.
It is not good.
He just keeps
Disadvantage. He
trying.
gets disadvantage on all snipe rolls.
Yeah. Originally, what I wanted my character to be was someone who would carry around bullet-shaped earth, I guess, rocks.
Are we talking like a musket, sort of a round bullet, or more like the traditional cartridge that you see in all today's assault weapons?
I'm thinking somewhere between the size of an AR-15 round of whatever to 50 caliber, if I'd like.
No. So just anywhere in that range.
I'm going to launch
Yeah.
an entire torpedo at you, sir.
There you go. I guess a rock. What is a rock if nothing more than an earth torpedo?
Fair enough.
Okay, Elijah, do you have anything else that you need to know about your character?
Yeah, it looks like I need to. I'm pretty average size, I guess. So I'm 6'2", 185. Eyes gray,
Nice.
hair silver, skin grayish.
Is it just because you haven't had any vitamin D?
100%.
Your hair is completely just gray because
Yeah.
there's nothing to color.
I'd like to add that my character gets so much trash talked about them because of his appearance,
Oh, sure.
and it really hurts my feelings.
Dude,
So-
same.
Does he have a family that we know of, or that you know of, or is he looking for his family?
I don't know.
You just
literally.
don't. You woke up in a cave, couldn't see anything, very confused.
Yeah. All I
Um,
knew were the wet rocks.
So, have you been in the cave since birth, or
Yeah.
since you can remember?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Was anybody there for your birth?
No, I don't know.
Not even your own two parents.
No,
Doofenshmirtz background.
I don't know anything.
It all
Okay.
started.
Maybe you can find out along the way.
That's what I'm hoping to find is just out.
Nice.
Now we're going to cut to me. Talk about my character.
Okay, I'm gonna direct this.
So my character's name is Absalom Faust, and I'm a firebender.
Nice.
Also level 1, because we couldn't push the boundary on that at all.
Nope, you got to start at the beginning.
And my race is dark white.
Okay, so
I really
he has dark colored skin. He is not of Inuit descent or from the Water Tribe. I just want to make that very clear.
Regardless
That is-
of what he's about to say.
That is some bushwhack.
I think
I'm
for
not
your-
happy about it.
I think for your character, he should be like really into Water Tribe culture.
I just
He's culturally appropriating.
Like a
Water Tribe.
weeb.
constantly
basically.
offended.
You're just very, very in love with that entire culture.
Okay, so I'm gonna be a little chaotic neutral. My character is. He's gonna be a little criminal, and he's gonna do criminalish things criminally.
Did I mention that I was neutral good? Was my alignment?
I don't think so.
I don't
No,
care
I-
about the law. It's whatever. If
I
it's-
interrupted you, like I'm doing now.
It's okay.
So, anyways, back to me. My size is pretty average. My age is I'm 32.
He's
I'm
an old man.
I'm
like in
much
real life.
older than Elijah. But we will go on this adventure together.
Possibly Elijah's father
We will go for
at the age of 10.
At the ripe age of 10. My gender, I'm not going to tell you. My height is 6'3". Take that, Elijah. And also, I weigh 5 pounds less than Elijah. I don't know why. That's what I wrote down. It's my dream weight.
Just
I would be
wherever Elijah's at, you weigh
extremely
5 pounds
unhealthy.
less.
no matter what Elijah is.
Take it back.
My eyes are a bit of like an orange, reddish, like just like an auburn kind of thing. I'm saying a bunch of different
Because
colors.
he's a firebender, right?
Because he's a firebender. And my hair is black.
Okay, enough of this outer...
You guys got a pretty good look at what
non-meaningful...
my character is?
I mean, we don't need any of this frivolous description of your character. Give us a little bit of the meat and potatoes of your character. Let's get into a little bit of a backstory.
Don't you hate that, though, when you play, like, Skyrim or something? Like, you spend, like, the first hour of the
And
game.
it doesn't matter because
and you never see your character ever
it's in
again.
first person.
Yeah. And you put on, like, some sick armor, so you're like, I'm never going to see this dude's face ever again. All right, so my character, he's a firebender, yes. He's never known his parents.
Oh.
He would like to say that his parents are maybe from the Water Tribe. He doesn't know.
They're not, I can tell you.
But again, he's really into the Water Tribe, so he wants to assume his parents are from the Water Tribe.
Give me a perception check to see if you can figure out if your parents are from the Water Tribe. D20.
20.
Don't move your mic.
11.
Okay, your parents, are definitely not from the Water Tribe.
Okay,
It didn't matter what you rolled.
I still want to strongly believe it, and but it's not true. So, where was I talking about my character?
So you don't know your parents.
Oh, okay, I don't know parents. I was orphaned in not Bossing Say, but the other one, the small one, Omashu. That's the one. And I'm a firebender. And since this is the reign of the Fire Nation currently, people make fun of me. People pick on me. People bully me. I've been ostracized pretty much by everyone I'm with.
Wait, so you're bullied because you're a firebender?
Because I'm a firebender, and the
Even
firebenders
though-
have taken over.
So
everything.
the firebenders are taken over, and you are part of the lower class being bullied.
I live in the colonies.
Yeah.
I'm an outsider.
No, but you realize what colonies are, right? It's when another nation literally takes over.
Name one firebender you know inside the colonies.
May.
No.
No, yeah.
She's
was
not a
there.
firebender.
I mean, technically not, but
I won't count that. And she's
don't think
she's
there's-
upper class anyways, so...
you don't think... What about the kids that Aang gets into a little dance with? They were firebenders.
I won't accept that either.
At least one of them was.
I won't accept that either.
I don't know why.
Because they were in the Fire Nation.
We watched...
They
no.
weren't in the Earth Kingdom.
Well, I guess he was from the colonies. You don't think there's one firebender in the colonies?
Maybe somewhere, but you still haven't named one, so we're moving on.
Wait, no, I'm telling you, there are fire in this world that I am the game master of. There are firebenders in the Earth colonies.
You're such a...
I mean, you can't argue with me because I know the world better than
I
you.
can argue with you.
Okay, you won't be right.
That's better.
Okay,
Like,
move
I'll
on with
accept
your
that.
character, please.
That's about it.
That's about it. You don't have anything else?
It definitely does not sound like Bill Clinton.
No, his voice sounds nothing like that president of the United States from days past, Bill Clinton.
I feel like it'd be worth it, though.
Okay, so we're gonna have a poll. If you think Harley's character should sound like Bill Clinton, you can send that to www.example.email.com.
Don't send it there. That's nothing for us. We have no access to that
Hey,
domain.
I don't control where the polls go. I just know that it's definitely going to be no in an overwhelming majority.
Whatever. I think that's...
We about to wrap up with the
Did we
characters?
dive into Elijah's
Yeah.
character or just his description?
We got into Elijah's character.
Yeah.
So about the world that this takes place in. We know some certain things about some certain things of this world. And this may not be the Avatar that you remember, because the world was very different before Aang was introduced to it. Aang brought a lot of energy with him. So we have a lot more of the animals in this world are rabid, and basically they're going to attack you. Okay.
Not if I attack them first.
Kind of like an
That's a
After
very
Earth
good-
thing.
It's not. It's kind of a reverse After Earth.
Every single animal was bred to kill humans.
It's definitely not just so I have enough enemies to attack you with during this game. I
Okay.
can tell you that.
I was just making sure that it wasn't going to be like After Earth, where all of a sudden
It's not-
some bird comes out of nowhere and doesn't kill the human
So-
and protects him.
It's not like After Earth in the fact that the animal can smell fear. However, it is like After Earth in the fact that Jaden Smith is very much alive and well in this world.
That is fair enough. Now,
I
are
won't
we
say-
ever going to run into Jaden Smith?
I won't say that you're going to run in. Actually, give me a roll to see if you know that if you can sense Jaden Smith.
It was a 14.
That's a 14.
That's a 17.
Okay, so you guys have some inkling that on your path, Jaden
It's always
Smith
in the
is
back
waiting.
of our mind
Yeah.
that there might possibly be a Jaden Smith here.
You don't know who Jaden Smith is, but you feel like you know him.
But the name rings
We
true.
feel him
Yeah.
in our every waking
And I'm not going
move.
to confirm or deny, but I can tell you're probably going to run into Jaden Smith at some point. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. So in this world, you may run into some familiar faces. You may run into some. Well, you will definitely run into some not so familiar faces. And you do know a little bit about this world, being that you're both from the Earth Nation. Even though Elijah, I don't feel like you're kind of like on your own.
Yeah.
You're an outlier.
Yeah.
And Harley, you
100%.
are also an outlier in the fact that you don't know the history of this great nation that you're in.
Is this how we come together?
I don't know the history of who I lived with for 22 years.
No, that's true. You're still searching.
Yeah.
For all we know, Harley could be your father.
Yeah.
And I love. Okay, so Harley, do you still have a chip on your shoulder, even though it's probably been like 20 years since you were in like school with all these kids making fun of you?
Yes.
Because I feel like
Yes, I do.
Even though we're talking about like, oh, you're always bullied, you're a 32-year-old man.
Yes. I come back to school meetings and I yell at the principal all the time about it. It's like, you were the one that bullied me. All the time.
He's just like, yeah, get over it. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I think that that's going to do it for us this week. We just wanted to kind of set up what we were doing and sort of get you introduced to this these new characters and the direction this podcast is going.
I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this ever since we talked about it. So I'm ready to dive in, and I think it'll be fun to listen to.
I'm not excited because I have no idea what we're doing, and I'm awful at D&D.
It's okay. We'll pick it up, and things are definitely going to change as we move along.
Oh yeah,
but it's going to be fun. Trust me. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. As always, I've been Caleb Ader.
I'm Elijah Hollis now.
And I'm Harley Davis.
And we'll see you here next week.
Bye.
Hey everybody, Caleb here. Make sure you tune in every Friday to check out a brand new podcast, You Talking to Me, Talking to You, where friend of the show Mason O'Neill and Zach Willis sit down to discuss current events, sports, and banter with guests. And they definitely don't talk about politics, so don't even worry about that. You can find that wherever you find your podcast, and that's every Friday, You Talking to Me, Talking to You. Make sure to check it out.